Hello students, today we are going to read chapter 3 of Honeysuckle and the name of the chapter is Taro's Reward. Now student, this story is a Japanese story retold by the author, and this story is about Taro, a boy who was very thoughtful and loving, and he works hard to fulfill his parents' wishes and get some unexpected help. Now, the name of the chapter is Taro's Reward. Taro was a young woodcutter and he lived with his mother and father on a lonely hillside. All day long he chopped wood in the forest. He used to chopped means cut into pieces. He used to cut the wood in the forest, though he worked very hard, but he earned very little money. वो बहुत मेहनत करता था, बहुत अच्छा बच्चा था, लेकिन फिर भी वो क्या करता था, बहुत ही कम पैसा कमा पाता था. This made him very sad, for he was a thoughtful son. Thoughtful, he was very intelligent and thoughtful son and wanted to give his old parents everything they needed. He wanted to do everything, whatever he can do for his parents. One evening, when Taro and his parents were sitting in a corner of their hut, a strong wind began to blow. It whistled through the cracks of the hut and everyone felt very cold. Now, he was sitting with his parents in his hut, and there were many cracks, many narrow gaps were there in the hut, and the chilled wind, it was coming through the cracks into the hut. Now everyone was feeling very cold. Suddenly Taro's father said, "I wish I had a cup of sake. It would warm me and do my old heart good." Sake is what? It is a popular Japanese drink and it gives warmthness to the body. It gives heat to the body. Like we all eat and we all drink tea, coffee. What they does? They also give us what? Warmth. They also give us heat to our body. So, sake was also a Japanese drink used to give heat to the body. Now his father wanted a cup of sake, it would warm him. Now this made Taro sadder than ever. Why? Because that sake drink was very expensive, it was very costly, and Taro was not able to buy it. How do I earn more money? Now Taro thought that how I can earn more money. He asked himself. उसने सोचा कि मैं अपने फादर को कैसे ये साके ड्रिंक पिला पाऊँ. तो मुझे और क्या करना चाहिए? आई हैव टू वर्क वेरी हार्ड. मुझे बहुत मेहनत करनी चाहिए और ज़्यादा पैसा कमाना चाहिए. नाउ ही डिसाइडेड टू वर्क हार्डर देन बिफोर. अब उसने क्या डिसाइड करा? दैट ही विल वर्क harder. Next morning, Taro jumped out of bed earlier than usual and made his way to the forest. Next day, he woke up earlier and went to the forest. He chopped and cut as the sun climbed, and soon he was so warm that he had to take off his jacket. It was the winter season, but he was working so hard. He was cutting the wood. So the sun was there, so he became wet with sweat, so he has to take off his jacket. उसे अपनी जैकेट उतारनी पड़ी क्योंकि उसको क्या हो गया था? मेहनत करने से बहुत ज़्यादा पसीने आ गए थे. His mouth was dry and his face was wet with sweat. My poor old father, he thought, if only he was as warm as I. उसने सोचा कि मेरे फादर भी काश मेरी तरह ही क्या हो पाती, उनकी बॉडी वार्म हो पाती, गर्म हो पाती. And with that he began to chop even faster. Thinking of the extra money he must earn to buy the sake to warm the old man's bones. What he wanted to give warmth to his father's bones, his father old bones, because he was old. So he wanted to give sake, he wanted to buy sake for his father. Then suddenly Taro stopped chopping. What was that sound he heard? Could it be? Then he heard a sound. Could it possibly be rushing water? It was the sound of rushing water. उसे ऐसे लग रहा था जैसे कहीं से पानी के बहने की आवाज़ आ रही है. Taro could not remember ever seeing or hearing a rushing stream in that part of the forest. He never heard this kind of sound in the forest. He was thirsty. The axe dropped out of his hands and he ran in the direction of the sound. Now, what he did, he started running to that direction. कहाँ? जहाँ से उसे पानी के बहने की आवाज़ आ रही थी, उस डायरेक्शन में उसने चलना शुरू कर दिया. Taro saw a beautiful little waterfall hidden behind a rock. Now he saw that there was a waterfall behind a rock, kneeling at a place. Kneeling means on the knees. Okay, he bent on the knees, and then where the water flowed quietly, he cupped a little in his hands. What he did, he took his hands as a cup, he made a cup of his hands and then put it to his lips. Was it water or was it sake? Now he was not believing it कि उसने ये पिया तो पानी था, but it was tasting like a sake. He tasted it again and again, and always it was the delicious sake instead of cold water. But ये क्या था? ये ठंडा पानी नहीं था. It was delicious, tasty sake. Taro quickly filled the pitcher he had with him and hurried home. The old man was delighted with the sake. Now Taro, what he wanted? He only wanted sake. Now he took the pitcher with him and he filled it with sake, and then he went his home. After only one swallow of the liquid, he stopped shivering. Now he gave that sake to his father, and his father swallowed the little liquid of this, and then he stopped shivering and did a little dance in the middle of the floor. Now he started dancing on the floor. That afternoon, a neighbor stopped by for a visit. Now, that afternoon, a neighbor lady, came to visit to their house. Taro's father politely offered her a cup of sake. Now, Taro and his family, they were not very greedy. They wanted to give that sake to others also. तो उन्होंने वो बिल्कुल भी लालची नहीं थे और उन्होंने वो साके उस लेडी को पीने के लिए दिया. The lady drank it greedily and thanked the old man. Then Taro told her the story of the magic waterfall. Thanking them for the delicious drink, she felt in a hurry. By nightfall, she had spread the story throughout the whole village. Now that lady spread out this news in the whole village. पूरे विलेज में उसने ये कहानी फैला दी कि Taro has got sake. That evening there was a long procession of visitors to the woodcutter's house. Now there were many people, they came to visit his house, and each man heard the story of the waterfall and took a sip of sake. In less than an hour the pitcher was empty. सिर्फ 1 hour में वो पिक्चर जो था that became empty. Next morning, Taro started for work even earlier than the morning before. Now next morning again, Taro started working harder. He carried with him the largest pitcher he owned. Now he took with him the largest pitcher from his house, for he intended first of all to go to the waterfall. Now what he planned, that he will go to the waterfall, then fill the sake. When he reached it, he found to the great surprise all his neighbors were there. He was very much surprised to see them, and they all were carrying pitchers, jars, buckets, anything they could find to hold the magic sake. And they all were having many things with them to fill the sake. Then one villager knelt and held his mouth again and again, and then shouted angrily, "Water, nothing but water." Others also tried, but there was no sake, only cold water. Now, when the neighbors they started drinking that water, it was not sake, it was only water. "We have been tricked. You deceived us." They all started shouting at Taro that you deceived us, तुमने हमें धोखा दिया. कहाँ है साके? ये तो केवल ठंडा पानी है. Where is Taro? Let us drown him in the water in this waterfall. Taro को हम इस पानी में ही डुबा देंगे. But Taro had been wise enough to slip behind the rock. Now he was hiding himself. When he saw how things were going, he was nowhere to be found. He hid himself and then he went. Muttering their anger and disappointment, the villagers left the place one by one. Now they were muttering, they were speaking something in the ears of one another, and they were in anger and disappointment. The villagers left his hiding place. Now, when they all went one by one, Taro came out from his hiding place. Was it true? He wondered. He was very much surprised that no, it was sake only. मैंने जब कल भरा था, सबको पिलाया था, तो ये क्या था? It was sake. Was the sake a dream? क्या ये मेरा सपना था? It was a dream. Once more he caught a little liquid in his hand and put it to his lips. Then again he tried to drink that water. It was the same fine sake. Again it was sake. To the thoughtful son, the magic waterfall gave the delicious sake, and to everyone else it gave only cold water. Now what happened? That magic waterfall gave delicious sake to Taro, as he was very thoughtful child. He wanted to give that sake to his parents, but all other villagers, they were greedy, so the waterfall gave them only cold water. The story of Taro and his magic waterfall reached the Emperor of Japan. Now this story reached to the Emperor of Japan. He sent for the young woodcutter and rewarded him with 20 pieces of gold. Now that emperor called upon the young woodcutter and rewarded him 20 pieces of gold for having been so kind and good. Then he named the most beautiful fountain in the city after Taro. अब उन्होंने अपने सिटी में एक बहुत सुंदर जो फाउंटेन था उसका नाम क्या रखा? टैरो के नाम के ऊपर. This, said the emperor, was to encourage all children to honor and obey their parents. Why it was? Because to encourage all the children of the city that they should honor and they should obey their parents. So like Taro, we also have to respect our parents. We also have to obey our parents, and whatever we can do for them, we should do. Thank you and have a nice day.